Hello, world, everybody. John Henderson Pierre back again. Another beer ramble. Make this real quick. This should be a quick one. Uh, Looking at Trouble Brewing Cats Away IPA, 5.8% alcohol by volume, and American IPA style. Ugh, gets a 78 score. Okay, on Beer Advocate. A 21 score overall, and a 3 for the style on Rate Beer. Again, an American IPA. Trouble Brewing is part of a brand of style of beers that have sold exclusively to Walmart. Um, they've been around for some time right now, so hold on one second. As you can see, what the brew looks like. Oh boy. It's not going to be a quick review, but a little quick. But nice little frothy head up top, as you can see, for this IPA. And if you look at it, it looks more like an amber right here. A little dark, little golden color to it. Not bad. So, looks pretty decent. Let's get the scent of it. Pretty low for an IPA. Most IPAs tend to be, well, not really. Most IPAs tend to be maybe between 5 and 6. If you just wanted the bottom barrel, not bottom barrel, but some of the lower tier IPAs. But very rich flavor to it. Very rich style. A little froth head to it, as you can see. Not bad. Not the kind of style that you tend to see a lot of, but distractions. Anyway, onto the taste. Definitely sense a lot of orange in this one, and definitely some hop notes to it. So, it's kind of hard to do these reviews sometimes on certain days because you just your life is so tied down to other things going on. But oh well. So this, I get a lot of orange, a lot of grapefruit in this. A little bitter aftertaste to it, but you know, more like a pale ale than this to me. But I could be wrong. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, I definitely get a lot of hit of orange, a lot of hit of some grapefruit, a little citrus to this. But this isn't bad. As I've given history about Trouble Brewing, Trouble Brewing is a not a real name of a brewery company. Basically, it's owned by the Winery Exchange. The company uh, has done agreements. If you see on my other videos, they've done agreements with partnerships with regional stores, regional supermarkets, local regional supermarkets, discount department stores, Target, Walmart, for example, and national chain stores, like CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Eckerd's, um, who are the other names? Basically, plus places like World Market and maybe Cost Plus. Basically saying to the world, hey, look, if you want to buy, we'll sell you some good, the best of the best of this beverage, beer, wine, whatever, but you're going to pay half the price. And they contract these, some of these breweries, whether it be Minhas in La Crosse, Wisconsin, or maybe Genesee Brewery up in upstate New York, Rochester, and to produce these, or some distillery in Tennessee or Kentucky or whatever, or and and so looks like the Cubs are going to win the World Series. I'm sorry, my eyes on the World Series right now, and that was a big home run, 6-3, top of the sixth. So Chicago is go Chicago. Anyway, while I'm doing this beer review during the World Series, but I guess I am. But anyway, it's a happy occasion. You gotta be happy. I mean, right now, there's just a lot of negativity going on right now, and I just posted a comment about the Medea movie. So much going on. Going on with this election that has brought everybody all sad and depressed. Everything else has been happening. I'm just like, oh God, let's just smile about something. So this World Series, if the Cubs end up winning it, will be a big deal for Chicago. It would have been a big deal for Cleveland too, but Chicago winning it would have been just huge, and for the city of Chicago, But make these games. So anyway, back to the beer. Cat's Away IPA. The beers is pretty good, very refreshing, very enjoyable. A little hot bite, a little hot bitterness to it. It's what it is. It's a beer that gives people, IPAs. This style has been around for a long time. Um, I'm jumping all over the place right now. Forgive me, folks. But this beer here is very enjoyable, very refreshing. I can see myself buying it again. Trouble Brewing again. You can pay half the cost for this, or half the cost for that, for this beer, for this liquor, or for this wine. Um, being made by these top companies, and when companies tell them, say, hey, make sure you don't put up some crap. We're not going to tolerate some crap. We want to make sure this is the best of the best, or else you're not going to be doing our beers for us. So anyway, I'm sure Walmart told them to do that, just that. Um, it's an enjoyable beer. I mean, is it up there with some of the other IPAs I've had before, like Goose Island, or maybe Stone, or Ranger? I don't think it is. I think it's, you know, I think that those other beers are just as good. But again, for the price point, and I got this in the complimentary, you know, they do a 12 pack where you get three beers of each. Three of the Cats Away, three of some of the other beer. They got the After Party Pale Ale, the Red Flag Amber, and the some other Belgian White. Um, uh, Belgian White, I guess, a wheat ale or something. Anyway, you get three beers each in the box, and it's sold for about $2.36 for a 6 pack, 12 pack at Walmart, and sold exclusively there. And so far, some of the opinions and comments and there've been some reviews of it on YouTube, and they've been positive. I mean, not overwhelmingly welcome, but positive, okay comments you've heard. And it's something that, people will say, hey, maybe I should give this a shot, if you're not willing to pay the money that Goose is charging for their IPA or Stone or New Belgium's Ranger or, yada yada, whatever, then go ahead and buy it, get a good deal. But I mean, it's an enjoyable IPA, and I think I'm gonna go with what the Beer Advocate says on this one. I say it's an okay beer, not great, but an okay. So I'll give it about maybe a four. Give it about a 7.5 score right there for this. I'm sure all the other Walmarts don't sell this up in the Northeast. I don't know if they sell it in New York, but I know coming further down here, and I'm sure parts of the Midwest they do, and here in the Southeast and the Mid-Atlantic region, like Virginia and Delaware, Virginia and maybe the Carolinas. I'm sure they sell it, but oh well. So I said 7.5. I'm gonna go back. I'll say maybe a 7 on this one. It's a good IPA, okay IPA, just like what Beer Advocate says. So, um, you know, if you just give it a shot, have an open mind. If you're gonna buy it, just say, well, maybe it's this, that, but just see what it is to you and how you feel about it. So, a little bit left in the can. But anyway, I'm going over my minutes on this one. I'm surprised I did. But anyway, I'm going to give this a 7 for this beer, which would be, I guess, a C, I guess. Anyway, if you've had Cat's Away IPA, courtesy of Trouble Brewing, and you think it deserves a higher score, lower score, leave your comments on the bottom. Tell me what you think. John is Pierre the Beer Ramble telling you keep on watching as always. Cheers. Go Cubs or go Indians. Anything can happen.